I'll start. I didn't quite get my drink down to keep my voice before that happened. So welcome everybody. If you're listening to our recording, I want to introduce myself. My name is Patty Andersen. I'm a sales director with Mary Kay. All that means is that I have my own Mary Kay business and I help train and teach other women to have successful businesses. And I have three other successful women on here with me tonight. Just to give you an overview of what we're going to do in sharing a little bit about how we make our money in Mary Kay is I'm going to ask each of these ladies to introduce themselves and share one of their favorite things about being a Mary Kay consultant. And then I'm going to share 5 quick, fun, fast facts. And then I have a special treat for you tonight. I'm going to be interviewing Miss CaLee Thomsen. If you want to give a wave there, CaLee. And she is going to share more about her Mary Kay experience. When she's done with that, I'm going to tell you about the special offer that Mary Kay is offering this month. And so, hello, Deb. We are doing our Pink Possibilities and being recorded. And so I am going to start off by asking each of you to introduce yourself and tell your favorite part about Mary Kay. And Christina, will you start us off?
Sure. I'm Christina Radke. I've been a consultant with Mary Kay for 27 years. My favorite part is the people. Number one, the people that I get to work with as customers, seeing their faces light up, seeing the confidence grow, seeing their skin change just when they've used the product once. It's amazing. And the people, my Mary Kay sisters, that are always there, positive, hopeful, big dreaming women. And I love to share their space.
Thank you, Christina. And where are you from?
Elba, Nebraska.
Population?
234.
All right. This is important. Rhoda?
Hi, I'm Rhoda Karsten. I'm from Kimball, South Dakota, a town of just under 800 people. And I have been a consultant for 23 years now. And my favorite part outside of the girlfriends is that it was something just for me. I just needed something for just myself in my world because I was giving to everybody else, and this filled that bill. So
wonderful, wonderful. And Deb, I'm going to ask you if you can to keep your phone still because it makes me seasick when it's moving. Sorry. And you're muted. Would you like to unmute and introduce yourself and tell us your favorite thing about being part of Mary Kay? We can't hear you. You're muted. If you see your little microphone and touch it, then you'll be unmuted. There we go. Hi, Deb. No, she says she can't share. Okay. All right. Well, we'll move right into then the fun, fast facts. And they would be number one, we all earn 50%. Whether you've been in Mary Kay for 1 day or 50 years, everybody earns 50% on everything across the board. We're one of the highest paid commission salespeople in the United States. Number 2 is we do not have quotas and we do not have territories. So this allows us to work anywhere and everywhere. And there's no pressure to sell a certain amount this week or this month or this year. The only thing that anybody could consider a quota is this, and I don't consider it a quota. And that is that if the company is not in receipt of one order of $225 in 1 year, one order at one time, once a year for $225, then your consultantship is terminated. Now, here's the deal, ladies. If you're not at least using that much on yourself, I use that much on myself every 3 months, I think. uh, you probably shouldn't be a consultant because if you're using our product, you're going to be using way more than that, especially if you're using our skincare, our color, our body care, all of it. So I will mention that simply as because some people say, oh, yes, there is a quota because you have to order once a year. Well, gosh, if you're a consultant, I hope that you're ordering at least once a year. All the ladies on here are ordering product to get to their customers every single month. Then the third thing, and this was the most important to me because at the time that I joined Mary Kay, pyramid companies were a big deal, and most of them were scams, and I was very skeptical. And so I did a lot of research on Mary Kay, and I read the agreement. It was paper back then, front and back, 3 days in a row. Every day I would read through it, trying to find the catch. The important thing is we all buy our product directly from the company and sell it directly to the customer. Rhoda does not buy product from me, who's buying it from someone else, who's buying it from someone else. That would be a pyramid situation. And it's written right into your contract, your Mary Kay consultant agreement. It's called, you're an independent contractor, that you purchase direct from the company and sell to the end consumer directly, not from another consultant. That protects you and it protects the company. And number 4 and 5 go together. Number 4 is we have flexibility. We had flex time in 1962, long before the corporate world knew what it was. And because of that, we also then have the opportunity to advance at our own pace. And we advance based on what we do individually. Anyone can advance at their own pace based on their activity, not someone else's. You don't have to wait for somebody to move, die, or retire before you can move up. In a regular corporate job or almost any job, there's no advancement unless somebody leaves, right? Nobody has to leave. And the other cool part about our advancement is everyone can do it. There are not a limited number of sales directors or a limited number of anything. As many people as meet the qualifications to achieve whatever the contest might be can earn that contest.
Can I add something to that, Patty?
Absolutely, go for it.
And the thing that I found neat with this as well is you can advance even if your recruiter does not have the interest in building a team. So you don't have to wait for the person who brought you into Mary Kay to advance for you to be a director.
Thank you, because I was thinking that and I didn't write it down. I would have forgotten. Yes. And you can advance beyond me. Even as your sales director, you can become $1 million sales director, a national sales director. Just because I'm not doesn't prevent you from doing that. And then the other key aspect of that, we make money 2 ways: by sharing a product, sharing our career. It's not required that you share the business opportunity if you don't want to build a team, as Rhoda pointed out. How we get paid is a commission, and that commission does not come out of the new team member's pocket, your pocket, or my pocket. It comes directly from the company, from Mary Kay, to the person who earned it. So the money you make is yours to keep. And that's another thing that defines Mary Kay as not a pyramid situation. In a pyramid situation, I'm paying somebody and they're paying somebody out of every sale. Not the way we operate. Those team building commissions come directly from Dallas to you. Yes. So with that, our special guest here tonight, CaLee. CaLee, tell us where you're from and how long you've been in Mary Kay.
So I'm from Farwell, Nebraska. I don't even know how many people. I want to say it's less than 100 people in Farwell, I think. And I have been in Mary Kay since October of 2023. 2023. Yes, 2023.
So you're going on 2 years.
Yes, October 2025 will be 2 years for me.
Yes. Yes. So tell us what you enjoy most.
I enjoy, not gonna lie, the 50% off. That's amazing. Um, I enjoy learning about how to properly put on skincare and how to properly put on the makeup because before I never even used skincare because I'm like, oh, I don't need it. I don't have acne. I don't have this. I'm like, I don't need skincare. How wrong was I? I was very wrong. And then I've always been like a makeup girly, but I'm like, I don't understand how people can wear 5 pounds of makeup and make it look good. And now here I am, like, oh, I can do this and I can do that. I'm like, oh, I've turned into one of those girls that I've always wanted to be with the makeup and the coloring and all that because I've been a girly girl my whole life. Um, so I just, and I, the girlfriend time, because of Mary Kay, I've actually been able to go on, like, have the opportunity to go on trips that I might and go places that I might not have ever considered going. Like, who would have thought you could go to Minneapolis, Minnesota just to go for one night and have a blast doing it, riding in a pink Cadillac with Patty Andersen.
And almost having a heart attack when she says, well, what do we do here?
Yes, in
And
blizzard-like conditions.
And we figure it out on the fly. That kind of leads us into our next question, actually, is how do you feel you've benefited professionally from being part of Mary Kay?
Professionally, I mean, I that to me is the one I struggled with when you handed me these questions earlier because I'm like, how have I like what have I gained professionally? Personally, I've gained all sorts of things, but professionally, I'm like, well, business skills. I've gained business skills that I didn't really realize I had because I've never really used them, but I apparently always had them. And organization that can go both into professionally and personally. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's probably more that I'm just not thinking of right now that I could go on and on about.
Well, I know you'd like to go on a little bit about this next one because I hear you talk about it a lot, and it's really important. It's really what touches my heart and what I know Mary Kay Ash wanted us to do, and that is how have you benefited personally?
Um, I always tear up when I talk about this. Um, I have lost my confidence over the years. Christina knows me. I've grown up with, Christina in my life, and she's like, Kaylee, you used to be this confident little girl when you were growing up. I'm like, she's like, watching you kind of, you're slowly getting that back. And because of Mary Kay, I'm getting that back. Because of Mary Kay, I am allowing these beautiful, smart, intelligent, empowering women in my life that I probably wouldn't have ever had the opportunity to meet. Miss Rhoda, the first time I met her, she's like, oh my God, I'm so happy to meet you. I'm like, hi. I mean, they like the minute you walk in the door, you just get this pink bubble of hope and love and everything else that Mary Kay has to offer personally. And you eventually bring that back into the professional world by trying to get that feeling to other people who don't necessarily have that with Mary Kay, but you want to give it to them in their own way.
Okay. Fantastic. I have watched her confidence grow immensely. And, the thing about confidence too is a confident woman empowers the people around her. And when you become a mother, if you choose to become a mother, confident moms have confident children. And moms who are shy and timid raise shy and timid children. Look around you and you will see that everywhere. And I could go on about that, but I won't because I want to respect your time. And we have one more question, and then we're going to close with what it takes to get started in a business with Mary Kay. And that last question is, why would you recommend CaLee, a Mary Kay business to a young woman, or for that matter, a woman of any age?
So my one regret is not starting it when I was younger, when I was in that college 18 age where I was meeting all sorts of people from all walks of life, you know, because in college so I would highly recommend it to that person because you will never meet more people in your life than you will in college. That, especially here in Nebraska where there's a lot of small towns, you will not meet as many people in your life as you will in college. Um, and with that said, because of people, that's how you get connections. You know, your roommate might not like Mary Kay, but guess what? She has a cousin, a sister, a friend who will. And because of that one connection you made in college, you now have 50 other women who want to use and buy and be on your team. Um, with the other side of it, with those who are later in their life, guess what? You're probably empty nesters. You know, you've gone your whole life being a mom, and now you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do with myself? Guess what? You, instead of spending those 18 to 20 years worrying about somebody else, you can get back to focusing on yourself, doing something for you. As women, we like to do stuff, we like to take care of other people, and we often forget to take care of ourselves. But we cannot take care of other people without taking care of ourselves. So, like, Patty, Christina, Rhoda, your guys' age, I would recommend that because you get to do something for you. Just like Rhoda said, it is for you. If you want to go to the event that Mary Kay does outside the state just to meet people, do it for you. Don't do it because I'm telling you to. Don't do it because Patty's telling you to. Do it for you. And that is probably the best advice I could ever give somebody.
Yeah. And the reason I asked CaLee to thank you, CaLee, thank you. Great job. To address that specifically age-wise is that I hear the objection all the time of, oh, I'm going to wait till the kids are older. I'm going to wait till I have kids. You don't understand. You don't have children. There are women of all walks of life and ages in Mary Kay. In our unit alone, we have about 160 women in 17 states across the United States, ranging from 23 to now 78. My 85-year-old did retire. So I think our oldest now is around 78, and everything in between. We have physicians, we have physician's assistants, we have RNs, we have people who work in the legal field, teachers, homemakers, school dropouts, women with master's degrees, women working on their doctorates, just all kinds of different backgrounds, women in banking. I am so glad I started when I was 18. Farmers and ranchers, mothers of 6, people with no children, and everything in between. And so there is no one type. And I hope you can see that simply by looking at us. There's no one type. And you are welcome to be part of our team. And being part of our team means being loved and accepted for who you are, and having the opportunity to have support in your personal and professional development and training. Training is free. With either of the startup options I'm going to cover, and I'm going to ask Rhoda to put up our pretty graphic. I come attached as your sales director and trainer and cheerleader, not your boss. You're your own boss. And your team builder comes attached, and so does the entire rest of the unit becomes attached in helping support and train you. So this month, during the month of March, we have a special offer going on. Everyone starts in Mary Kay with what's called an e-start, and that is normally $30. This month, it is just $20. And it shows you there on the graphic, and I can't see it with my bifocals and screen the way it is, what comes with that. And if you want a copy of that, just let us know and we'll text that to you or send it in whatever form you like. And so everybody does that. So it's $20. You're in, you get a free website, you get a free ProPay account, which is how we safely and securely process credit cards online. You get some samples and you get us attached for training. Then you have the option to upgrade to what we call the full starter kit or the Pro Start. And there's a picture of it there. It's rather small. And normally that's $90. This month, during the month of March, is $80. And that is a value. We were talking prior to this during our team training at 8:30, that this is over a $500 value in that $80 starter kit. And the value of the e-start is around $60. So we're talking around $560 that you can have for $100. I always recommend the upgrade to the starter kit for the extra $80 because that allows you to work in person and online. And it comes with all of those demo items that are there with over $400 worth of full retail size product, in addition to more training materials and more samples. So that's what it takes to get started. Your team builder sends you what's called an e-link on text or email or however you want to receive that, messenger. You click on it and fill out your consultant agreement, which is very much like a job application. It's not a job application though, because you are an independent contractor. So this month, the opportunity is on sale. And really think about $20. What does that buy you these days? I spent $20 today. I spent way more than $20 because I went and got milk at one place and I got cabbage, lettuce, and grapes at the grocery store. And I bought a sandwich for lunch. And I can tell you that it was $23 for the day. And do you know what I have to show for it? Lettuce and cabbage and grapes. And that's it. It's not going to change my life. But this could. And what do you really have to lose for $20? So I hope you'll say yes to the opportunity to become part of our team and see what it can do for you and create your own Mary Kay story. CaLee, I want to thank you again for sharing part of your story tonight. Christina and Rhoda and Deb for being on as well. Love you all. And we look forward to adding you to our team. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We had somebody join us, but I don't know who it was. So if you're a guest here, this is recorded and your consultant will be able to send it to you tomorrow. If you're a consultant, we had our 8:30 team session that was also recorded. Just let us know you want the recording and we'll get that sent to you. So have a great week, ladies. I look forward to seeing you on our Thursday night Zoom for March Magic Disappearing Act. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.